Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a moment since I've done a review video. I feel like this review is long overdue. Today I'm going to be reviewing my Rallitek Overloaded Springs. I installed these Rallitek Overloaded Springs in September of 2020, so they've been on my car for a little over a year now. I've gone a lot of places on these springs. There's a huge list of places I've been, but I just want to bring up some of the more notable trips I've done. I drove my Forester coast to coast. I went from the Oregon coast to Corolla Beach, North Carolina. That trip was about 12,000 miles on these springs alone. I went rock hounding, national park hopping, overlanding in all the states that I crossed, visited salt plains where I could. So these springs were really put to the test as far as longevity and highway driving as well as off-roading. Some of you guys may be wondering why I purchased these springs from Rallitek, and I'm going to tell you why. A few years ago when I bought my Forester, I lifted it with ADF 2-inch in the front, 2.5 in the rear. And I found that with the weight of gear that I was carrying in my car in the rear, I kept bending my struts. I went through 3 sets of struts before I called Rallitek and I said, hey guys, this is my issue. Found you online, you're in Oregon, I'm in Oregon. What do you guys recommend? They recommended their Rallitek Overload Springs. I was pretty much almost guaranteed, like sold on them right away. So these springs have been on my car for a little over a year now. I've gone across the country and back with these springs. I've gone 3/4 of the way across the country and back on these springs as of last year. And I have gone on multiple states away trips with these springs as well. They've really been put to the test as far as rocks and mudding and snow and carrying weight in my vehicle. One of the big things that I added to my overlanding experience this last year is an overlanding trailer. And I have successfully towed that thing to 2 different states now. And one of the biggest and exciting things to realize is that even though I hooked up to this trailer, my rear end isn't sagging. In fact, my rear end hasn't sagged at all since I've gone with these Rallitek Overload Springs. These springs, speaking from personal experience, are something that I feel are tough, that aren't going to leave me stranded. I can try a little bit more challenging trails and obstacles with my friends or by myself away from home and feel confident about that and that my parts aren't going to break on me. I think when it comes to off-roading, your suspension is really critical, and I can say as someone who's really used these springs that this is something that you should look at if you are wanting tougher suspension in the rear or are dealing with any sort of sagging issues in the rear. This is something that I will continually say and stand by, that these springs are made tough, and I do recommend them. So if you were in this boat, visit Rallitek, call Rallitek. I definitely stand by these springs, and I will continue to use them and will replace these when they need to be replaced with the same things because they've treated me well. So thank you, Rallitek.